We are not destroying, we are doing the exact thing what's required to be done. Bringing the land back to the original place.
It's not the work of police, but it is not the work of the police. It's a private property. The people who demolish are doing the private property. It's not the government's work. It's the government's work.
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
We drove through these
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
We drove through these
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
We drove through these
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
We drove through these
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
We drove through these
Joseph, I think there is a middle ground here.
stood ready to swing into action and inflict maximum pain on residents immediately the ruling was made. Above all, this destruction of lifelong savings of people has come at a time that Kenyans are struggling with extremely high taxes, high cost of living, and a collapsing Kenya shilling. Without compensation, those who have lost homes will certainly never be able to rebuild. People have suffered here because of failure of the state to control speculation in land, housing, and property. One thing that's being used against the opposition to the demolitions is that East African Portland Cement owns the land and the titles were fraudulent. We therefore demand investigations and accountability of everyone, private and public, involved in this. But second, know that Portland is majority owned by the government. The demolitions are they necessary? Victims are Kenyans. Was there another solution? Government has always settled people everywhere. We even have a settlement fund to get people land. We had the case of Waitiki land in Likoni, which was resolved by the settlement fund to pay the owner and the unsettled squatters, and that was a private land. Why could this matter be handled the same way? Was this a great and urgent use of the land where demolition was done that so greatly overweighed people's lives and savings? What is the urgent use that could not allow people time to move out by, say, next year? Are there personal interests riding on the guise of public interest? That the East African Portland Cement understand that there are things people can do to fight back and even end its existence as a company. We are talking about people who most likely use the company's cement to construct houses only for those same houses to be destroyed in the name of the same company. As a part, we, as me, we can't let this continue to go on unchallenged. We are determined to ensure that cruel crime is answered for. Somebody will have to take the responsibility for this bestiality. The Kenya Court administration must immediately halt any further demolitions. Must share with the victims and the country the immediate plans to pay compensation. Challenge. This brutality to be answered for and accounted for. If the government does not act, we will help the people act. As a mean.
Thank you.
Tumeona tumekuja hapa kama wana Kenya na tena kama viongozi wa Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Solution. Tumeona kwa runinga yale ambayo yanafanyika hapa. Wengine wetu wakiongozwa na kiongozi wetu hapa Mheshimiwa Kalonzo Musyoka walikuja hapa wakati mambo ilianza hapa. Walikuja pamoja na gavana wa Vinya wa hapa kaunti ya Machakos, wakijaribu kushawishi watu ili wawe na moyo ya utu, wawache kuharibu mali ya watu ambao wanakaa hapa. Lakini yale yote ambayo